In the previous episode, one of the true heart of love, Andrew, a man of great success and virtue, was guided by his father Paul's wisdom to seek a partner who values his soul above his wealth. Despite his affluence, Andrew's humility led him on a quest for true love, one that resonates with his ideals and dreams. Meanwhile, Janet's story of resilience unfolds, marked by her family's fight against class prejudice and injustice. Her parents' love, though true, faced harsh opposition from a society that valued status over sincerity. Janet inherited their strength and resolve, vowing to find a love unmarred by wealth. Tune in and join Andrew and Janet as they navigate the complexities of love and legacy in this new episode. Sit back and enjoy the heartfelt journey that awaits.
A deceptive introduction. In Andrew's quest to find a woman who would love him genuinely, he discussed with his friend, Kelvin. Kelvin asked Andrew to visit his office with the plan to introduce a lady called Debbie. Debbie learned of Andrew's intent through Kelvin, who believed Andrew should marry a sophisticated lady from an average home. Kelvin convinced Debbie to pretend to be a gentlewoman from a poor background. He introduced Debbie to Andrew as his office assistant, and Debbie played the part of a well-mannered, well-trained woman from a humble home. Andrew's heart raced as Kelvin led Debbie into the room. She was a vision of simplicity, her eyes holding a warmth that seemed to reach out and touch his soul. "Andrew, meet Debbie," Kelvin said, gesturing to his office assistant who stood before them, her hands clasped gently in front of her. Andrew extended his hand, and as Debbie's fingers met his, a spark of connection jolted through him. She was demure, yet her gaze was steady, exuding a quiet confidence that intrigued him. As they sat down to talk, Debbie spoke of her life with a tender honesty that drew Andrew in. She talked about her love for volunteer work and how she found joy in the little things, a stark contrast to the high society women he had known. Andrew found himself captivated by her stories, each word painting a picture of the genuine heart he had been searching for. The disguise unravels. As autumn leaves began to fall, the air between Andrew and Debbie grew thick with unspoken tension. Andrew's mind was a whirlwind of doubt and confusion, the image of Debbie's true self slowly overshadowing the illusion she had created. He noticed more inconsistencies, like the designer clothes she wore, which seemed out of place for her supposed modest background. One chilly evening, as they walked along the riverbank, Andrew decided to confront Debbie. "Debbie, there's something we need to talk about," he began, his voice steady despite the turmoil inside. Debbie's eyes widened slightly, but she masked it quickly with a smile. "What is it, Andrew?" she asked innocently. Before he could reply, a sudden commotion erupted behind them. They turned to see a group of people gathered around someone on the ground. Debbie's face paled as she recognized the person. It was Kelvin, lying motionless, a letter clutched in his hand. Debbie quickly remembered that Kelvin had once told her that he was going to report her bad attitude to his friend. So, she quickly rushed to the letter in Kelvin's hand and grabbed it before Andrew, who was trying to rescue his friend, could lay his hand on it. Debbie's mind raced as she reached Kelvin's side, her fingers closing around the letter just as Andrew knelt beside his friend, concern etching his features. She clutched the letter to her chest, a wave of relief washing over her as she realized she had intercepted it in time. Andrew looked up at Debbie, his eyes filled with questions. "What's that?" he asked, nodding towards the crumpled paper in her hands. Debbie hesitated, her heart pounding. She could lie and say it was nothing, or she could come clean and face the consequences. Kelvin stirred on the ground, a groan escaping his lips, and Debbie knew she had to make a decision fast.
Will Andrew uncover the truth behind Debbie's carefully crafted facade? Can Debbie maintain her deception, or will Kelvin's letter reveal her true intentions? What secrets lie within the words clutched so desperately in her hands? As the autumn leaves fall, revealing hidden truths, join us in discovering whether love or deceit will prevail. What will Debbie decide in this moment of truth? And how will Andrew react when the reality unravels? Don't miss the next episode, where all will be revealed. The answers await as the story continues to unfold. Stay tuned. And if you're enjoying the series, don't forget to share, like, and comment on the video. Follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be the first to know when a new episode is released. Your support means the world to us.